Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back out in the gun room today. I have got another optic out on the bench, and full disclosure, I'm going to kind of give you some background on this. So here at the Hide, I like to try and bring you guys value priced accessories that work. I know a lot of you all are like me. You all work for a living. You don't have just exorbitant amounts of cash to dump at any given time. So finding a high quality, budget minded accessory such as a scope is kind of a must for most of us. So thankfully for myself, I'm in a position to where I can get some of these items, review them, bring them to the tabletop for you guys, and let you all know if it's something that you might be interested in or not. Well, this here is definitely one that you're not going to be interested in. I have never in my life had such an ordeal with a scope or item manufacturer in my life. So, a little bit of information on this. So, the WestHunter optics, I don't know if you all have seen these or not, but they're sold on eBay. I had seen them a few times. I'd had a couple of you all reach out to me and ask, what I thought about them. And I hadn't looked through one, so I couldn't really say anything. So I was like, well, I'll go ahead, I'll take the plunge. Spend this scope was, I think, $155. It's a 6-24 by 50 first focal plane. All the bells and whistles that you could ask for. So I was like, well, it's cheap enough to try, give some data on it, and just kind of see how it does, more or less. But overall, upon opening the box, I had already previously done a review on this. Okay, now a little bit more background is whenever I get stuff in here at the Hide to review, it sometimes takes me a little while to get to it. So I actually purchased this scope about 5 to 6 months ago. And I was like, well, I'll work it in as I can and as I get time, in between other projects and things like that. So, and then we'll just kind of go from there. So I went ahead and reviewed the unboxing of it, just as kind of you see here, and kind of gave some thoughts and impressions and everything, and then go ahead and review it on the rifle and then shoot it at a later date when I have more time. That's kind of how I do things. It kind of splits it up a little bit and gives me ability to go a little bit more in depth as I have more time at a given moment. So, but nonetheless, I went, reviewed it out of the box. Everything looked fine. I didn't really think anything out of the ordinary. Clicks were great. The fit and finish seems pretty good for a $150 scope. So I get it on the rifle. I go back out to the range, back out to the Hide, and then I see, and I will insert a still photo here at, now this is a first focal plane. So when it came out of the box and I looked through it, it was at about an 18 power. So I couldn't see it, but there is a huge crack going down one of the internal lenses. I mean, a huge crack, unmistakable. And I was like, well, I guess there's not going to be much point in reviewing it from there, but I wanted to give the company an opportunity to make it right. Everybody has those lemons that go out. It's what you do after the fact that kind of makes you stand out from the rest. And this is where it really took a turn for the worst. I spent the last probably month going back and forth with these people on WestHunter, and the best that they could do, they wanted me to take this to my local hunting store and have them check it and see if they could fix it. That is how ridiculous this company is. First of all, they're not going to fix a broken lens, and second, they're not going to fix something that they didn't sell or replace it. So, I mean, that's complete asinine. Second thing, after I told them that, they came back about a week or so later and said that the best they could do at that point would be to offer me another scope at half price. Well, again, that is unacceptable. If you look in their little booklet right here, and I will put a still shot of this in too, so that way you can reference it, but it says here that there is a 3-year warranty assured that in the event your scope becomes damaged or defective in workmanship and materials, we will repair or replace it at no charge to you under the terms of this warranty. They would not honor this, guys. They absolutely refused. Once I brought this back up to them, they will not respond back to me. They will not respond back to me on their eBay page, and they will not respond back to me on their Facebook page. So Guys, save your money. Do not waste them on a company like this because they do not stand behind their printed data. I just can't believe it. I've never in my life had a company so asinine as this. And I got to really looking at the scope after all this took place and trying to figure out how I wanted to bring this information to you guys. But I also noticed the magnification ring does not go all the way to full power. It stops at like 23. I didn't even notice that originally, but it will not go any further. So the scope is defective out of the box. I didn't cause that. So you want to say I dropped it? Whatever. I didn't. I mean, even if I did, if your scope can't take a little drop and have an internal crack like that, you probably shouldn't buy it anyway. But however, benefit of the doubt, I didn't cause that. So either way, according to their warranty, they should have warrantied it up to 3 years, which they will not do. So guys, bottom line is there are some decent budget-minded optic companies out there that will actually talk to you. However, WestHunter is not one of them. So take it from the hide here, save your money, and buy something else, guys. If you got any questions on this, post them up below. Hit me up on the Facebook page. Please try and support us on Patreon if you feel so inclined. It would be greatly appreciated. And as always, shoot straight. Later.